Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are back live once again here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant. We are live for Kate's Fight. It is a fundraiser event here. We will be live pretty much all weekend long, all day today, all day tomorrow, bringing you as much coverage as what we possibly can. We may even interrupt the regularly scheduled program to bring you a little bit more Alex Pagulayan.
Who would want to watch that guy?
I know. Well, I mean, we could flip it over to Francisco Bustamante.
This is true.
Sitting beside me, of course, Mr. Ryan Murray. Welcome to it.
Thank you very much, sir. How's everyone feeling out there in pool world today?
Right? In Q Sports Live Land.
Yeah, this should be an exciting day.
It is going to be a phenomenal day. As it's listed, it is Kate's fundraiser. Kate is the wife of Danny Gombach, a staple in the Calgary pool scene.
Local legend, one might
say.
Yes,
he does rank in that status. And she's on the fight against the Big C, so this is a fundraiser event for her to help her with those expenses. Yeah. So 3-person team, race to 9, 8-ball on the 7-foot.
And we got a ton of teams out here. So
yeah, 30 some odd teams.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll tell you, it is, what time is it? Like just after 10, and the room is completely packed.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just amazing how the Calgary community comes together for these fundraisers, and it doesn't matter who it is or what it's for. They come out in droves. It's amazing. We have such a great family here.
I so very much agree. When the chips are down, the Calgary pool scene, they tend to band together and take care of you.
Just awesome.
Speaking of local legends, we've got one on the table right now, Miss Joanne Ashton, part of Whiskey Sticks. Look at this. Really nice attempt.
Yeah, she held for the 9 perfectly there.
Yeah, she sure did. However, me, you, and Mike Abu at the table.
Exactly.
What a great name. What an awesome team name.
Just gonna punch this 7 down into the corner.
Yeah.
Perfect shot there.
1, 4, 3, 2 is going to be a small issue. Not sure if he can get the 2 down to the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I was going to say, I almost like taking the 3 here so that with that angle, you're coming straight across anyway, so.
Well, you could take the 1 and get to that same angle. It's a little bit farther of a shot, but then you've got option on 4 and 3.
This is true.
Right, after shape. Not that I disagree with what you're saying, but gives you more options. I think both ways work. Just depends on the shooter.
Well, he certainly liked your option better. So, yeah, because even if he catches it a little bit
for shape on the 4, you got the 3 there to help.
Exactly. And he doesn't even have to do a crazy amount of draw or anything because he can use the 8 just to kind of bump it right there and hold it. Yeah. One of those shots where you just got to make it.
That's it.
You don't really got to worry about anything else.
Yeah, you don't got to do a whole lot. Yeah, just as you said, use the 8.
Hit that perfect.
Yeah. A little bit of perhaps some right-hand spin here.
Yeah, I like that. Like that. Just getting up and having another look. Where do I got to leave the cue ball?
I agree.
Punch this over a little bit.
It. Make the 3 and no. Well, second place prize.
Yeah, he didn't leave a whole lot for Joe.
And in a decent spot, safety is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, the only thing you really got here is to just slow roll the 12 and hopefully they change positions.
Yes. Yeah.
Even if you get a half eclipse here.
Yeah, good call. use the 12 to block the path of the cue ball afterwards. I think that's exactly what she's going to do. You might want to hit the cue ball with just a touch of left-hand spin as well, just so it doesn't scoot out the backside, right?
You want it to hold right there, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the bank is on, but it doesn't really afford great shape. You'd have to hammer it to go kind of 3 rails around to get on the 9 ball. I don't really like that shot. So, just like that.
Perfect. She hit it good.
Yeah, and she hit it enough that she took away the long rail to come in behind the 3 and kick it towards the corner. So he's going to have to go up and down table here.
Well, the nine's in the way for the 1 rail kick off the top rail.
Yeah.
So he might actually have to go a couple rails.
Yeah, or maybe even get out the short stick. But
definitely an option. Looks like that's the exact option he's going to go with. And guys, if you could do us a favor listening in, let us know how our volume is, whether we're too high, too low, just right, sound good, don't sound good. Maybe we should just turn our mics off.
Yeah. These guys suck.
Right? They're no good. So to the short stick, up and over the 12, 3-ball top left-hand corner, or what would be the top left-hand corner. Whoa.
Didn't
Full punishment.
miss her by much.
Full punishment.
Oh, no. And he throws his hands up and says, "Are you kidding me?"
Right? Well, they say no good shot goes unpunished. I don't know who they are, but I'll tell you, when I find those people,
they're getting it.
They're getting it. Dang right.
Just a little punch off the 9 to go straight up the center of the table.
Yeah, just like so. Want it to be a little bit straighter than that. She got a little more of the inside angle. She didn't want that. If anything, you want the outside angle.
Well, I'll tell you, from playing League on these tables, these things are slick. They are
definitely
fast.
Are slick. Oh, nice shot. Maybe a little overcooked, but she'll end up good. Wasn't playing the top left-hand corner, but she'll take it.
Absolutely.
Looks like Whiskey Stick's about to draw first blood. Good morning, Mr. Map Attack. Appreciate the comment. You're the first one. Joanne taking care of the 8-ball, giving Whiskey Sticks the 1-0 lead. It is a race to 9 here at the Leather Pocket. We are early into the start of this event. Kate's fundraiser.
Oh, we got Steve Legge coming to the table. Last year's winner of the Grilled Cheese Open.
The Grilled Cheese Open?
Yeah, didn't he win the big 580 and under tournament that Maps put on?
Oh,
I think at that one point, yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
He's a good little player.
Indeed. I just don't know what team he's on.
I do not either. Are they doing kind of like a Moscone kind of thing? Like you rotate in and then there's like a Scotch doubles team, or is it just straight rotation?
Straight rotation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From what I know. I could very well be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, I'm playing in this thing. I don't even know what our team name was until last night. I don't know what the format is.
Oh, I see. So you're relying on me to tell you what you're doing. I see how this is working. Yeah. I get you. I'm picking it up.
So I get a hold of Martin, and I said, "What in the heck is our team name? Because I'm trying to find us in the draw." And he goes, "Peace in the Middle East." And I said, "What? Where did you come up with that name?" He goes, "Well, I'm Palestinian, and our other teammate, Susie, is Jewish." So he's like, "I figured you." I was like, "Oh, my God. You guys are nuts."
Wow.
Yeah, so it should be an awesome day. I love some of the team names that are on the list.
Really creative, for sure. And good morning to you as well, Keith. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. Both channels are operational, Facebook as well as YouTube.
He's got a pretty good breakout here, so
not terrible.
He's only got it looks like the 12 ball or the 15 ball on the rail there might be a little bit of a trouble ball for him.
Can he see anything on the low ball side? I don't mind the low ball. Okay, I got to fix that. Did you see that?
That was the autofocus.
That is the autofocus.
Alrighty.
In fact, I might just see if I can do that right now, because that's going to drive me a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it gets
provided, of course, I can remember where I found that. Right here. Huh? Aha. Take that.
Yeah, it gets the OCD.
Oh, it drives me nuts. My CDO goes crazy when that kind of stuff happens. Has to be CDO.
Yeah.
Most say OCD, but then it's not in order.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be CDO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not a terrible table here for high ball. He's got to find a way to get somewhat underneath that 15 ball.
Mr. Daryl Johnson joining us. How you doing, buddy?
Indeed. Good morning.
And you're right about that. Great tournament for a great cause.
Yeah. So I might, it looks like he's fairly straight in on this 9 ball. I'm going to take hit and stick there and then utilize the 10 ball to get over to the top left hand.
I think that's exactly what he's going to do.
Right? Then you've got the option that if you don't quite get there on the 15, you'll have the 14 ball there where hopefully you can make something work to get yourself in position.
Absolutely. Just got to be careful you don't overhit this 10 ball, because as soon as you hit it with a little bit of insides, that ball tends to take off. So
well, and it does bring in the top left-hand corner as a potential scratch possibility, because that's kind of the area he's looking to get into.
Absolutely. Right? And you do have to get fairly perfect here, because there's
and then you get to play around a little bit with the 2 ball and the 5 ball. And
oh, I think he's overcooked.
Yeah, he's overcooked.
Yeah.
And he's on the wrong angle. So plan B. What is plan B?
The 14 ball, just as you called it.
Well, what do you do, though, right? How do you just simply play safe? Chip the bottom side of 14 ball, connect with the bottom rail, kind of leave it in that same vicinity, maybe a little bit more to the right side.
Possibly.
So you take away the cut on the 3 to the side. There's really not a lot to do with the 1. You're probably going to go in jail after that, but I don't see many other options here.
Yeah, and if he's straight enough, he can kind of.
Oh, he tried to juice it in.
Yeah.
Not a terrible option.
I think he came out smelling like a rose there. That 3 ball may block the 1.
I think so too. I think the 1 will go straight to the side pocket. I think it goes past into that side, but yeah. I got the advantage. I can look live.
Oh, yeah. I can see the 6 ball.
Yeah.
That's it.
Little on the outside, but I think he kind of took, that was Kyle. Kyle kind of took a half flyer at it, knowing even if he misses, and even if I let him see the 14, how do you get to the 15?
Yeah, exactly. Kyle's a wily old coyote, too.
Oh, he sure is. Yeah, he absolutely is.
He plays real strong. I think he's
Yeah, don't sleep on him.
Yeah, I think he's approaching up towards the 700 mark now. I think he's around the 680 now in Fargo rate, so he sure knows his way around a table.
He sure does.
The nice
Mine's
thing
going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's like trying to save a stone in water. It's not happening. So there is a way. A little bit of right hand 3 rail underneath. Yeah, he hit the wrong side. So he tried to go with left hand spin, and it just straightened out too much. You got to go inside, catch the
long
bottom
rail.
right hand, or the right hand side rail, off the bottom rail, and then back up underneath.
Yep.
Mitch says, "Who are the team members on each team?" On you, me, and Mike Abu is whoever you is, whoever me is, and then you've got Mike Abu. Whiskey Sticks, I know Joanne Ashton, and
yeah, we know the players. We're just not 100%
don't
sure
know
what
who's on
teams they're on.
It's like a case of who's on first.
Yeah. So we got Steve at the table.
That's not going to end well. A good attempt. I think he was attempting to to kick that into that top right-hand corner. Oh, Peter Chason is on whiskey sticks along with Joanne Ashton. And I think maybe it's actually Kyle.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to see quite a kind of a mixed, diverse team. There are no monster teams because there was a cap at 1,800 Fargo, I believe.
Yeah.
Which was kind of nice. So you don't have 3 700s playing together.
Good man. Peter just sent me the digital pool link. Tournaments.
And Susie just sent me it as well. So thank you very much, Susie, my teammate. So I think we're going to see Steve bank this back. And the nice thing about it is with the angle he's got, he should be playing about a half tip off center of English to the right-hand side of the ball to help throw that 15 ball back towards the corner.
Yeah.
And should nudge the 8 ball, because you don't have to kill this ball, and it'll nudge the cue ball and 8 ball into line for shooting it up in the top corner there. So oh, he just opted to play safe.
That will work.
That'll work too.
You, me, and Micah Boo. Player info, you, me, and Micah Boo.
I kind of like being aggressive there, but the safety works. I mean, he looks like he's going to get another shot. Me, personally, I never like turning the table over if I can help it, because that's when people make those miracle shots, get out, backdoor you, and
yep.
You know, you're standing outside scratching your head going, I should have might as well have just shot it, right?
Yeah. Well, and I was hoping that this would have given us some answers.
Oh, nope.
But it doesn't.
No names.
No names. Is Alex still going to be there? I seen he was in a tournament. Well, he's here. Not in a tournament, but he'll be here. I think he's got him and Boosty doing trick shots today.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so.
Yep.
So we may pause the action here for Kate's fundraiser. We'll jump over to there. We'll watch a little bit of trick shot show from those two monsters, and then come back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, that'll be fun as well.
Yeah.
Kyle made an awesome shot there. He just kind of tickled off the right-hand side of the 2 and jammed him, froze him right up against his ball. That was a great shot.
I think he's going to get a return here. I think.
No, did he actually touch it?
I don't think so.
Oh, Steve said it.
I guess it did.
Took the shine off the ball, I guess.
I suppose.
Oh, Kyle rushed that one.
Oh, he totally did, but he's going to get away with murder.
That is an Alex roll if I've ever seen one right there.
Wow. Guy's shooting like Paggy Line.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Right.
Poor boys couldn't get a sniff at a roll the other night.
Yes, he was in the 10-ball tournament yesterday. Last night, actually.
Yeah, I think we had 53 players, Ben said.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy. Let's see if Steve can get the kick on this ball. One rail.
Nope.
Right beside it.
He skirted it, though.
He did indeed.
All right, Kyle, let's see it. 3-6-2-8. I'm a little high on that, too. Just a touch. Not terrible, but just a little high. Back in shape now. Looking good.
Yeah, that traveled a lot more than he thought it was going to.
Yeah, more than I did, too.
He's all right. There we go.
Now. Is it? Yes, it has to be. Because Mike Abu just went and fist bumped his teammate.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So now we know.
Whiskey Sticks taking 2-0 over you, me, and Mike Abu, and the man with the name on the table, racking. Mike Abu, another local legend here in Calgary. Aw, thanks, Barb. We miss you. Hope all is well. Holidays were good. Happy New Year. All that fun jazz.
Absolutely.
If you feel so inclined and have the time, you and your hubby should come on down either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a lot of
poke your nose in the room.
Absolutely, we got a lot of fantastic things going on. So if you're in the area, pop down. There's draws for cases. There's 50/50s. There's custom-made clocks. Everyone has donated. There's amazing food and stuff for raffles as well. We got Calgary Flames tickets. We got everything, man. 2-night stay in Mountain Villa in Canmore, and
crazy.
It's just awesome. Everyone has donated some pretty awesome prizes.
I agree.
So yeah, come down, get yourself a bevy, have some food, have some laughs, watch some great pool. Arm wrestle Alex Baguline if you want. It's going to be a great day.
It is going to be a great day. Peter Chason on the table. So for those that have tuned in to Q Sports Live and heard Peter on the mic, that's the man, the myth, and the legend as we see him there. That'll help put a name to the face or a face to the name.
Face
one
to
of the two.
Yeah. Another gentleman that's been putting in a lot of work on his game. I think he's climbing into the mid 500s now. So from the mid 400s to the mid 500s.
He's putting the time in, most certainly.
Game has come a long way.
List of teams and players is on Calgary Pool Scene. I was not aware of that.
Me neither.
Let me look, see if I can track it down.
Yeah, he wants to be careful here. I know you want to take the 4-ball, but he's got a kind of a gnarly angle, so you don't want to put that 10 onto your 7-ball or block the 7. So me personally, I like the 3-ball here first. Maybe come out and get an angle where you're going away from the 4-ball to the corner.
Mm-hmm. Well, this could shove the 10 onto the 7 too,
That's
depending
what I'm
on
saying.
pace, right?
I don't like it, but
well, he's on the 3. He's opened up the 7. Issue now is patterning back to the 8-ball.
Yeah, he's jacked the 8-ball up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I liked coming across table from the 3-ball and coming up for the possibly the 6 or holding there. So well, let's see if you can work it out.
Aha! Ha-ha!
Eureka!
We have it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson.
Indeed. This will help. Whiskey Sticks is Peter Chason, Kyle Ashmore, Joanne Ashton. Now let's see who's on you, me, and Mike Abu. Besides Mike Abu.
Besides Mike, yeah.
So Adam, Mike, and Steve Lake. That helps. That's a huge help.
Yeah, we'll save that up.
Yep. Thank you, Daryl.
And if you're out there listening, do us a big favor and give that share button a Hulk smash.
I agree.
Let's get everyone watching this today.
Good morning, Mr. Beavis. Welcome to the show.
Just having a survey of the table here, trying to figure out which pattern he likes.
So Mike Abu, when he gets rolling, is a phenomenal player.
Yeah, you sure can hit him.
Didn't like the outcome of that, though. Not sure that's going to help his cause. He's put himself in Hurtsville here.
Yeah.
Don't know if the 15 ball, whether it passes the 7 to the top right-hand corner, but it will bring in that 8 ball. You got to be careful.
I wonder, I can't really tell from the angle on the 12. I mean, it is a thin cut, which takes his ball down into that that line of 3 there.
Yeah. It's thin cut that back to the side.
Yeah.
That might be all he has. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was super thin.
That was. So it was, let's see, Barb will know. Barb would know with Mike Abu, the team he was on. What was it called? It was with Mike Burton, Mike Abu, John Ditto.
Holy smokes.
Oh, it was that.
That's a
Yeah. They
just
were
from the first 3.
Yeah, they were a force to be reckoned with. I think they were actually the team to beat up until Barry's team.
Yeah, Mr. Hui. That was ridiculous, that team.
Yeah, and then of course prior to that was the Machine, and then the Green Machine before that.
That's going back before my time in Calgary.
Yeah, that's going back into some history.
Yeah, Peter's. I think he's about. I think you can see the edge of the 7, but he's got to be really careful here.
Yeah, needs some position on the 3 ball.
You want to kind of just,
Do you
hit
trust to slow roll?
I don't think so. I think you got to go up and down here because I don't know if the 3 passes the 12 in the side. And
she's awesome.
Miss Patricia running her butt off today. So is Miss Alba. They are going to be busy ladies today.
Oh, yes, they are.
But if you're going to have any team of wait staff in your place, that's the all-star team right there. That's the A team.
Binary digits, 1 in 02.
I guess Peter's going to the short stick. Maybe he's a little more eclipsed than we think.
That very well could be.
Now, this guy jumps like a rabbit with an extra leg. It's incredible. Every time I play him, like I'll play safeties, and he's out of everything. It's crazy. And he's got himself a new Nick's Q jumper, and he absolutely loves it.
Of course. Of course. One of the tops, most certainly.
I play with one as well. I mean, I'm not knocking any other brands. I would never do that because every brand out there has their, even the lower end.
Look at this.
See, like he never misses, man. He never misses with the jumper. It's incredible. But yeah, there are so many lower end brands out there as well. And I shouldn't say lower end brands, more cost effective brands.
Sure.
We'll call it that. And they really have come a long way as well. But for me, I just love the way that the Nick's Qs get over the ball.
I agree. You've got to be careful here. I hope he goes forward and doesn't try to draw this.
Yeah.
Go forward into the 9.
Oh, no.
I thought he had it.
Looked like he lifted up a hair there.
Yeah, I thought it was there. Still left Mike Abu fairly challenging. I think the right shot is the 9 to the top left.
I would agree.
Right? But we'll see whether he takes that. Still fairly early. I know the arm's probably not as greased as what it once was, but I think the 9 to the top left hand would be the right shot. But he's going to go with the 12.
Well, great shot.
Yeah, really well done.
Again, though, he's got to be careful here. You don't want to get straight in on this 12 because the 9 ball does not pass. So, look at this.
Oh, yeah, Mike Abu making it Making himself work.
Yeah, now he's going to have to hit this ball with some insides to get between the 9 and the 3, unless he opts to bank it or...
He's going to have to bank. I think you'll see him set for the bank here.
Yeah. He got a perfect...
Oh, look at this.
Hit that over the house with some inside English and got right in line. Perfect.
Got it. With the camera tilted this way, trying to see those and whether he can get. I thought there's no way that he can come back underneath.
Yeah.
Right. I thought he's going way up on top. Very well done. That gets you, me, and Mike Kaboo on the board.
Yeah, Sean Wilson says it's so easy with his carbon jumpers. He's got to remind himself to take it easy. You and me both.
Yeah, well, I think that's applicable to everybody because I am exactly the same when I do play.
Yes. Yeah, you're pretty adept at jumping as well. Well, you're pretty good with the entire game.
There was a time. Now, not so much.
Well, got to feed the family.
It is true, and it's too busy.
Yeah.
I'm just, unfortunately, I'd love to be able to play and have that same amount of time and commitment that I once did, but.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you don't play that much anymore because the jam up apparel is getting better and better by the month. So
it is true. Yes.
So. If you were playing, you wouldn't have time to, brainstorm and come up with the ideas that you guys are killing it on with that company.
Well, we got a few to come yet.
I can't wait.
2025, I think, is going to be a really good year.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we got some things up our sleeve.
Not to mention, I'm sick of you beating on me like an ugly child.
I don't know. Didn't you get me the last time we played?
You crushed me in that 10-ball event.
Did I?
I think it was like 6-1 or 7-1 or something like that. I got to kick and jump.
That?
Yeah, I got to kick twice and jump twice, I think.
That's part of my age, I guess. I don't remember.
That's just getting back to what we were talking about the other night, the whole hiding your own Easter egg thing. Yeah.
I went home that night, and I was like, dang, that joke, I got to steal it.
Yeah, it seems
you came up with a couple of good one-liners.
I don't understand why it's always the mind that goes first when you start getting older.
Right? I think it's the mind goes, then the body starts to go. What a shot.
That's a great shot.
What a shot.
Perfectly in line, too.
Yeah. I don't think there's much to do here. Got to be a little bit cognizant or a little careful, I guess. One ball I think I'm going to save. So I'm probably going to do 6, 7, 4, 1, 8.
I would agree. One ball is a perfect out ball.
Yeah. Well, you might have to play shape. He might have to go 1, 4, 8. He's got a little too much angle here, I think, to hold for the 4 ball.
Yeah, he's got to slow roll this.
Yeah, see, he tried to hold.
Yep.
If he just plays up here by the right-hand side pocket, the 1's dead into the corner. Now he's dead in on the 4, and he can shape the 8.
Agreed.
Right? Sometimes you got to go with plan B.
And this is why I say when you're playing bar box 8-ball, for anyone that's just kind of learning the game, keep your running shoes on because it doesn't hurt to walk around the table and look at all of your options before you pull the trigger.
Yeah. Well, especially if you get just a touch out of line to be able to execute your first thought process and your first map. Don't be scared to adjust.
Absolutely. And sometimes you have to, 'cause on the bar box, you want to avoid running into balls as much as possible because 9 times out of 10, something ties up on you. So you kind of have to adjust on the fly sometimes.
Who put the fish on our plexiglass?
I don't know.
We're in the fish bowl.
Well, it used to be a fish tank, didn't it?
It sure did. Yeah. In fact, it was the piranha tank.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
if my memory serves me correctly.
Now there's fish on it because we're in the booth.
Because I guess so. Well, I guess this is where you keep the fish, right?
Yeah, yeah.
On the mic.
Those who can play, those who can't,
Commentate.
you're fish.
See, we don't even need y'all to insult us. We do that fairly well, fairly well ourselves.
And we're aware of it.
Yeah, yeah. We're not scared to admit it. A little bit of trouble here. Really, the only shot I think he's got is on the 9. I don't know if the 14 passes the 9. Well, it does, but it's tight.
Yeah, and that's
super tight. 15
is just in a dirty spot.
Yeah, it's in jail. I don't know if you can play through the 7 and follow that in. That might be the only out. In fact, I think that is the only out. 9 ball, play to the 15, roll through, and then you're in back on the 14. I was told you guys have a face for radio. You know it, sir. You know it. Oh, can he play this off the 7? Is that an option?
It looks like that's what he's attempting.
Oh. Played it dead into the 4.
Yeah, that was a Philadelphia flyer there.
Right? That was just bend down, shoot.
Yeah.
Hit and hope.
Hit and hope. Well, the only option he's got here is the combo, I think. I don't think he can see any of the 1 ball, and I don't think he can see the 7 unless he's going rail first.
No, I think the combo is the shot. Hits it good, but gets no reward out of the 4 ball. Well, there's no other shot here. You got to take the kick at the 4. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right, there's no sense trying to play safety. You'd have to get so deadlocked on that 1 ball where I think the kick is just as hard as the safety, so I'm going to favor the one that keeps me at the table.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're thin cutting that 1 ball back to the corner, which is all you can do, or the side, I mean, you're down in behind the 14 and 15 at that point, so he's going to try for the side by the looks of it.
No.
Oh, no, he went with the kick. Yeah.
That's the right shot.
Yeah.
I know that he missed, but I think that's the right shot. My opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
My opinion is worth what y'all paid for it. Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting that he took that ball first. I would have thought that is the out ball, being it puts it in dead on the 8, but he likes to move that cue ball, Mr. Kyle Ashmore.
And that was fraught with danger. If he rubs that 14 ball.
Yep. Now, what team was Kyle on?
I believe he is on
on
whiskey team.
Yeah. 3-1. Whiskey Sticks over you, me, and Mike Aboo. And for those just tuning in, we are live all day long here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. Do us a favor, give that share button a little bit of love. Same on YouTube. Share that link out. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you give us a like and a follow.
All right, we got Peter and Stevie going at it now, by the looks of it.
Battle Royale. And it's good to see, Ryan, so many players come out for this event to help support Kate that you just don't get to see very often anymore.
Right.
Right? Like Dan Leung's in the house. Greg Dunauer's in the house. Real estate.
Oh, not Gibson.
No.
His car is parked at the front door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, why am I blanking?
Me too.
Mike Burton. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many players here that you just don't normally get to see. Jeremy Smith is out there.
Yeah, and it's been a minute for Jeremy being in here.
Pete Sky is here.
Yep. And of course, you got the local yokels. We got Mr. Dayton in the corner, the gentleman that made the, I don't know, 100 pounds of jerky for the event.
All right, I'll give him the gentleman title today. But Rob, it's only for today.
Yeah. And I hope we're stacked up on Bud Light for him.
Indeed. Giorgio's in the house. It is. Cash machine's going to run out. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, restock it. Look at this. John Clark is here.
Oh, he just walked in, too. Look at this.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that Kansas City Chiefs jersey he's wearing. We might have to go drop kick him for that. But man, I'm in tough this weekend. I got the Ravens.
Oh.
Yeah. First weekend of Super Bowl playoffs. You got to love it. So we got pool, we got fundraisers, we got Alex, we got Busty, we got playoff football. I mean,
can it get any better?
Yeah. If I'm staring at the roots next week, I don't mind. This was a great week. So
it's true. If you're staring at the roots.
Lou Sorrell says Burton.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we said that already, Lou.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's well.
It's not a terrible shot. He's got some options. He was hoping, I believe, to break up that 311.
Yeah, that's kind of dirty there. That's the only problem on the table.
Yeah. But how do you break it out now? How do you get there? Do you need to break it out? Does it pass into the left-hand side pocket?
Yeah, I can't tell if they're frozen. If they're frozen, no way. But if there's a little gap, he'd be all right.
Well, he might hunt for it. I don't see the way off the 2 or the 6.
Yeah, I think he went a little
Unless
further.
you back cut the 2. Maybe back cutting the 2 might get you there. Back cut the 2, bottom right past the 8 ball. Cue ball off the left side rail.
Yeah, you kind of have to, because if he tries to go the opposite way and play to the upper bottom corner, he's going to he's going to run into the 12, and that'll be it for that.
I can't believe I blanked on Mike Burton's last name.
It's still early in the morning.
It is, yeah. I mean, physically I'm here.
Yeah.
Mentally I'm still at home laying on my pillow.
Exactly. Yeah, Steve's having a long, hard look at this.
He sure is, but I think that's the right way. I think the back cut past the 8 ball.
I think
if you're looking to hunt to break that out, and I think he's right in doing so.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
You got to do
take
it at
too
some
many
point.
more balls off the table, or you have nothing.
You remove all your soldiers, and you got nothing to break that thing out with.
I actually don't hate the safety here either, running through the 2 ball and trying to get up behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Yeah, he did attempt it, and he's going to get second place prize.
Oh, just about, because that 5 ball takes away that corner.
Yeah, I don't see another offensive shot here for Peter. I'm not touching that 11 ball, I can tell you that.
Yeah, no.
I'll kick off the rail for the 13 or 12 ball, something else.
Yeah.
But I'm not touching. Although he does now have the 2 there.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? He does have potential for a breakout.
Yeah, and I don't hate running and making the 5 ball and trying to get up behind the
10-9. Yeah.
And taking away all Steve's options on the 6 and 2.
Very nice.
Yeah, he wanted to get kind of up in behind the 9-10 there, but
this will still work.
Yeah, this will still work. He does not have the angle for sure on that 6 ball to move the 3 yet, so. But he does, I think if he's straight enough and he can hold enough angle on the 2, he can come straight across off the 2 ball with just a touch of inside English and nick the top of that 3 ball. He'll want to catch it more full, though, if there's a gap between them.
Oh.
Yeah, this is perfect.
That will do. Now, he might have to go forward.
Yeah, I think he might have to take the forward 2
right,
rail
and
now.
you almost have to punch forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
might be able to put some right-hand spin on this to get there.
Yeah, he's got to hit it kind of full because rubbing the side of that ball does nothing.
Yeah, you gotta really punch into that ball.
Yeah, he went all or nothing there, and unfortunately, I think he just overspun it a bit. These new cloths are still breaking in, so the spin kind of tends to grab a little bit more.
Good hit, though.
Yeah, great hit. Nothing wrong with that.
He says, all right, I'll throw the gauntlet down. It's the first time I got to see the design that we created there for Peter's team.
That's pretty sick. A lot going on that shirt.
Yeah, it's busy. It is so there's Shark Storm, and then Sharknado. So this is the quote-unquote farm team for Sharknado.
Ah, there you go. I like it. Well, you got a little unfortunate and a little fortunate at the same time.
I think he might have played the two-way there, knowing full well, if I miss, I'm good.
Ball jammed on him in the corner there.
Yeah.
These tables are 4 1/4, so you cannot get 2 balls in the corner pocket.
Look at my son go.
Yeah.
Hey?
Oh, he was right in there like a dirty shirt.
Here, give me your money. Here are some tickets.
Both the boys are here. I haven't seen them forever, man. What are you feeding them?
Thank you for the closed caption. Perfect for the deaf. That's actually a setting on your end, Lou. That closed captioning is always available. You just have to turn it on or off if you don't want it.
I saw the coolest thing a couple of months ago, and I was like, this is amazing. It was 2 deaf people having an argument, and you could tell because they were signing so fast and whatever. And I think the guy started winning the argument, so she just closed her eyes. And did I ever laugh at that? You know,
oh, my God.
You know, I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
No, she just won the argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah,
I wish it was that easy at home.
Move, right? God. Could you imagine, right? Getting myself chewed out from Steph, and all I got to do is close my eyes?
Right?
Sign me up. How does one gain access to such powers?
Yeah, I mean, that totally at that point, I was like, man, being deaf is not a disability. If you can just close your eyes and shut your partner up, that's an ability.
You win.
Yeah, I don't hate just hitting the 9-ball square no matter where the 9 ends up. Just square it right there and leave it behind the 12-8.
Sure. You could call the bank on the 9 in that case.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, that's true. You could go the long bank.
Yeah.
Because I'm certainly not attempting a jump on that 3-ball from there.
No.
Chances are it'll end up in someone's tee.
That is true. Good to see Elaine Hicks Reaper down from Edmonton.
Yes, indeed.
I know that there was a few Edmontonians wanting to come down and make the trip. I do see Elaine here.
And we are certainly happy to have him.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm not sure that they necessarily came down just for the fundraiser. I would imagine because of Alex and Boosty being in town, it just gave them all the more excuses to take the best road out of Edmonton on the way to Calgary.
Cherry on top, one might say.
Right? Yeah, he did attempt the bank.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Smart shot, too.
It is very smart, yeah.
Now,
Other way.
I don't hate the 3-railer here underneath the 10 and out because it's kind of dead in line, but if you go a little wide, you're going to nick that 12 ball.
I like going the other way.
The 1-railer's fraught with danger, so ooh.
Ooh, that's why I would have went the other way.
Me too.
Right?
Or like I say, coming into it from the 3-rail, the short 3-rail.
Yep.
I could smell scratch on that all day. But
Yeah.
he got away with it.
He did. He's done well.
Nice control by Peter there. Just
Not too
overran it a
terrible.
hair.
Just a touch. He's on the 9 ball, but I think he might be hampered by the 10 if he chooses to try to execute that. And then the drawback, you bring in the 8 ball. So you do have to be a little careful.
Yeah, I could just rub the 10 ball too and stick him on the back rail and say, here you go, Steve,
Yeah,
have at her.
let's see what you got. Yeah, he did attempt it. Side pocket.
Yep.
Gotta be cognizant.
Control that rock.
Indeed. And it looks like Steve should get one for the You, Me, and Mike Abu team.
Tighten the match up a hair.
Yeah.
3-2.
Make it a little interesting. Miss Ashton back at the table.
I'm just going to excuse myself for 30 seconds here. I think Patricia forgot about me, my tea. So
Aha.
I need my morning wake up.
Yes, right. So as I mentioned, guys, if you are just tuning in, it is a fundraising event here for Kate. She is the wife of Danny Gombach, one of the local legends here for Calgary. We will be live all day today, all day tomorrow. We may interrupt the broadcast here for Kate's fundraiser on the odd occasion and give you a little bit more coverage on some Alex and Bustamante action. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go onto our Facebook or YouTube, give us a like and a follow. We would appreciate it. And while you're doing that, you may as well just smash that share button. You weren't too off 32 seconds, let me tell you. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, as soon as she saw me walking over, she's like, I forgot your tea. I said, it's understandable. There's lots of faces in here that need drinks. So
yes, it is immensely packed at 10 o'clock.
yeah, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, it's just going to get bigger, badder, and better. All right, Miss Ashton, let's see what you got. Using the BK Rush break cue.
For a tiny package, she sure packs a punch.
She sure does. Ten ball finds its way in. Had to wipe its feet to get there.
Absolutely. Here we go. I wonder who won the bet.
You'll probably see her take low ball here, given where the 1 is, the 4 is, the 5 is.
Yeah, I love the low ball here.
There is potential to run this rack. And Joe definitely has the skill to get it done. Although this is not her forte on the 7-foots.
Nope, she is more of a...
she is a killer on the 9-foots.
Loves her 9-foot 9 ball.
Yes. Nice control, Joanne.
Hey, rumor has it her twin sister Bev is coming back out of retirement to pool.
I heard.
So,
I heard a rumor.
Looking forward to that, too. Bev's a pretty good player in her own right
I'll
as well.
tell you. These two girls, they've been around the game for a long, long, long time.
And they've put on some smashing events. The Ashton Twins Classics are so much fun to play in.
I know that Joe's looking to get that up and running again.
Good stuff. Yeah, we had a ton of fun at the last one that they held at Grey Eagle Casino.
Yeah.
And the ladies event there was awesome to watch. Allison Fisher play live, and was my first time ever seeing Christina Tkach. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So
Jen Beretta was there.
Yeah, Jennifer
Farrah
Beretta.
Menard was there.
Yeah, we had Emily Duddy.
Emily Duddy was in the house.
Yeah, it was a wicked event.
I believe it was Margaret Fefalova's first time.
That's right, too.
Yeah.
Mrs. Steyer.
Yes, now it's Margaret Fefalova Steyer. Back then, I think it was just.
Yep, she was just
Fefalova.
Yeah, then she had a lapse in judgment and went and got married, like we all do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What weight is the best for break cue? This is a very, very personal, internal.
The eternal question.
It is, because I mean, the argument is that if you put a little bit more weight into the breaker, you can hit, potentially a little bit harder. But it really depends on your size.
Exactly.
Right? And I'll use myself, right? I'm 6 foot, 230 some odd pounds. So yes, I want a little bit more weight behind my cue. Where if you tried that as Ben's size, for example, you won't be able to generate the speed in order to have an effective break.
Agreed.
Right? Because the break isn't really so much about power. It's about generating speed from your arm.
And
then connecting and following through dead on the cue ball.
Yeah, it's very, the break I equate to golf. You don't have to be the most powerful golfer in the world to hit a 250-yard 4-iron. It's the purity of the hit, and it's kind of like that with 100%. A break.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that's really overlooked on a break cue is everyone kind of goes with the hard, like White Diamond, Tom 2.0, break tips and things like that. I love the Samsara extra hard leather tip when I break. I find I control the ball a lot more.
But again, I think that's going to be a matter of your playing style.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I like the cut break.
Yes.
So
you need to have a tip that will allow that type of control.
Exactly. It's hard to draw a ball with a really hard tip.
Correct.
Right? So.
But if you're looking to just Hulk smash the head ball, pop the cue ball up, let it sit dead on the table, then a harder tip would make sense.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
But again, right, it's all down to personal preference. It's really, taking into consideration size, so on and so forth. I think the biggest mistake that people potentially make in the break, especially if they're looking to increase the power that they're putting in, is the mental side, right? When you get down into the break and you're ready to break and you're saying, okay, I got to hit this with a ton of power, your fundamentals tend to go out the window.
Agreed.
Right? Because now you're gearing up, you're doing things that you shouldn't do.
Yep.
So instead of thinking about adding power, the thought is increase the speed.
Yeah.
Keep the same fundamentals, but increase the speed in which I get it done.
Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for that, in order to do that for me, I don't like anything heavier than around 18 ounce. I prefer somewhere between 17 and 18 ounce for my breaker.
Yep. I agree. But do play around like you said, Jeff. He said, I guess practicing with different weights would be good. Indeed, different weights, different tips, right? Find what's going to work for you, and then perfect that.
100%.
Right? But go into it with that, with the mental thought. When you're in the break, don't hit with power, hit with speed.
And play around with other brands of cues too.
Well,
you don't have to, in order to get a cue that smashes the heck out of the ball, you don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on the BK Rush. I mean, the Lucasi Hella Blue, or what is it, the number 2? That's a great breaker.
Yeah.
McDermott has a great breaker. A Q-Tech is always up there in the technology. They're a little on the pricier side, but I've used a bunch of different ones, and each one does perform a little differently. So
they do.
But
again, it's going to boil down to that personal
what
taste.
works for you. Yeah,
That's it. Now, there is one other piece of advice that I would give you, and it's actually the best piece of advice. As simplistic as what this is about to sound, it is the single best piece of advice I ever received. Record yourself playing.
Sure.
Right now, I mean, here with Q Sports Live, you get the advantage of going back, watching your match, so on and so forth. But in practice, if you can record yourself and how you practice, you really get to see and gain perspective of how you approach the ball, and that goes for the break as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
is my elbow out? Am I twisting the crew?
You get
the
to
cue
see
on
how
impact?
you approach the game, the situations, how you handle it, what you do, what are your arms like, what's your stance like, right? You get to see a lot about your personal game.
And Mike Abou finishing up there on Miss
Yeah,
Ashley.
tie ball game.
We got a match.
Race to 9. This could be a longer day.
I'm agreeing with that. I think that's why we're a 2-day event now.
Wow, Bonnie Plowman in the house too. I'll tell you what, everybody is here.
Well, in case we need a bouncer.
Right?
Yeah.
Do not get out of line.
Yeah. Bonnie will put it on you.
Yeah. Yeah, and all of that to be said, that those are all my personal opinions and worth exactly what it is that you paid for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you, my little guy is just in heaven right now. At the pool hall, it's busy. He loves to be around it.
Yeah, running the computer, having a snack.
Yeah.
Rubbing his hands together.
Oh, yeah, go get that money,
yeah.
right? Go get that money, sell them tickets, kid.
Yeah,
Good morning to you, Mr. Cliff Jacobson. I miss seeing you. Miss you around the pool room.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Oh, it's been a hot minute for sure. Do I want my money back? You can have 100% refund of everything that you have paid for this stream.
Absolutely.
Done. Whiskey Sticks gets a 1-game spot. How did that play in? Where did that come into play?
That's right. If there's a 50-point Fargo difference between the team, you get 1. If there's 150, you get 2 games. And if there's over 200, you get 3 games.
I got you.
I forgot about that.
Okay, thanks, Derek. So I'm going to give that one on the wire right now. You should come give us a visit, Cliff. I mean, it's only, what, an 8 or 10 hour drive from where you're at?
Yeah.
I mean, if you left
Day
now, I mean,
yeah,
you'd be here tonight.
You'd be here for the trick show later.
That's right. All right. What have we got? A low ball run out potential?
Yeah, I certainly don't like the 12 ball or whatever's below the 5 there. That's in a dirty spot. So
it might play off the 5 if you decide to go that way, but with the 9 ball where it is, 2 passes, 7 go, everything's got a home here for low ball.
Yeah, I like that.
Get down to it right away. Take that 5 ball onto the 2.
Yeah, and it would give you the angle to not have to do anything with the cue ball, just to slide across for the 7.
Yep.
I like that.
That's why I say take the 5 first.
Absolutely.
Right, go to the low side of the center angle on the 2 ball.
Yeah, you got many options there. If you're a little low on the 2 and cut that to the corner, you can get back on the 3, 1, save the 7 for your out ball. Yeah, that's...
I don't know if I would be going this way.
Yeah, not 100% of a fan of that. But
it could work. It could work.
Adam knows what he's doing.
You know what? I just looked live. The cut on the 3 ball is a little bit steep. It's still the right shot, but now you've got to avoid the 12 sliding over, so you can get position on the 5. Then you need on the low side of that angle on the 2.
Yep.
Good shot.
Yeah, he's
going to
perfect.
find a way.
Yeah, he's perfect.
He's going to find roadmap number 2. Or 3 or 4, depending.
Getting back to where you were saying earlier about adjusting on the fly, you know, if
That's
you get
it.
a little bit out of line.
Yeah, yeah. I'm merely suggesting how I may run the
How
table
we see it. Yep.
in that scenario. However, there are still numerous ways to run a rack.
I love their team name, the Raw Dog and Sauce Monkeys.
They have been running with that team name for some time. Might be a little bit hampered here by the 12. I would have liked to have seen him clear at least getting hampered by the 12 ball. Understanding that he does need the angle on the 7. He's okay. Look at this.
Just about perfect.
And this is, this would be you, me, and Mike Abu, if my memory is correct, because that was Peter.
Yes, indeedy. One more each and they'll be tied.
That's right. Only 4 hours, but hoping to get there soon. Only 4?
Well, then there's no excuse for you not to be
Cliff,
here.
we'll see you at 4 o'clock. I'll even give you a half hour to get ready and get out the door.
Right? Atta boy.
Teresa's back in playing. Who else? Just look. Oh my God, Ray Barry is here too.
Oh, that's right. I heard he was coming in today. So. Ray used to play super good.
Man.
Well, Brady Golan just walked into the house too.
Yeah. I used to hate playing against Ray Barry.
Yeah, no doubt.
Back in the day, 68th Street pub. Every time I ran into him, I knew I was going to the other side.
Right. Got a pretty good break here from Steve.
Yeah, pretty decent.
I think he has no choice but to take any high ball he'd like.
Yeah. You can have the 10 or the 14.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't hate starting with the 14 because you can get rid of that 12 ball into the side.
I actually
as well,
might play the
or
14 with top left and try to go underneath and connect with the 4 ball. That puts me on 9.
That's true too.
That will work.
Yeah, he didn't want to rub that 15
No.
ball over there though. So now you gotta kind of go up table. I don't like trying to spin 2 rails out of that corner. That 8 ball's huge.
I think if he would have went forward and underneath into the 4, if he hit that full, he's on the 9 or the 15.
Right, and avoids moving that ball
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Cliff sounds like a plan. And I'll hold you to it. Don't be joking with me, sir.
Yeah. Threaten me with a good time.
Right?
Bring some of those awesome fancy cues you usually have too.
Oh, of course. I don't even know, Cliff. Are you playing out there in the greatest plains on earth of Saskatchewan?
Is that where he's out at?
Yeah,
Saskatchewan now?
I think so. The Flatlands.
He kind of got away with that. If he'd
Yeah, I got a little bit of a jelly rub.
Yeah, if he was a little harder on that ball, he'd be glued to that 8. Is he going the 11 or the 12 here? It's hard to tell where he's lined up. Yeah, the 11 ball.
Yeah, he kind of dug. He will get away with it. 15 does go bottom right-hand corner.
We got Lan and Mr. Wanless in the house. They were, I'm sure your wife and Lan were up till all hours making those spring rolls. There's buckets of them. Holy smokes.
I'll tell you, not only one night, it takes a very long time to roll that many. I think the last number I heard is they were somewhere around 2,800 spring rolls.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, 2,800 spring rolls were made.
My God. Lucky they have any fingers left. Poor girls. But this is what we do for our community here.
That's right.
Steve's studying this pretty hard. I mean, he's only got the option of bringing that up to the corner, but wants to make sure
it's a matter of how
avoids.
hard do you hit it and where do you go after.
Yeah.
He's a little bit too shy on the cut.
Joanne may punish him here for this.
I think so too.
If she can pop that 6 that's just tucked in behind the 5 on this shot, this might be all over but for the crying.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is. She might take the 3 first, could go 1 first. That 6 ball is always going to be available. I think the ultimate goal, get onto the 2 as quick as what you possibly can. It's the hardest ball on the table.
100%. Yeah, that's how I'm starting it as well.
Yeah. Just kind of open things up a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't hate the cut on the 1 ball here and getting over to the rail on the 2.
That's a long back cut. Look live.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Never mind. When you look on the screen, it looks only looks like about
plausible.
10 or 20 degrees. Yeah.
It's plausible. I think the 3 ball, provided it passes the 4, that's probably the shot.
Yeah, 3 and then come straight up the middle of the table off the 4.
Yeah, and then if you need to, you can use the 5 to get to 2. Then you'll have 7, 1, 4. Yeah. So I'm going to take the 5 ball and I'm going to try to play shape here on the 2. I'm not going to worry about the 4.
No.
Right? Because if I could play shape right now, 5 ball, play shape on the 2, the 7 leads to the 1, leads to the 4, leads to the 8.
Yep. Good bailout ball, as I call it.
Yep. Yeah, just like this.
Yeah, perfect. Just wants to avoid that side pocket.
Oh, she's perfect. A little bit hampered by the 10, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, really nice. She's so good at those little touch shots.
Yeah.
Right, where most decel in those type of shots. She plays them so good.
Yeah, she gets through the ball so nicely.
Yeah, she really does.
She works on her fundamentals a lot.
Yeah. She's got really good natural fundamentals.
Yeah, I think she's straight enough on the 1 ball to follow through. If not, then she'll just play a touch-up draw and come down the backside of the 4, leaving herself a little angle to get up table. Yeah, it looks like she has to come backwards a bit. Just like
no problem. Maintain some really good angle on the 4 ball. We'll see whether she plays forward, 2 rails out, or just straight up the table.
Yeah, just punch it back up the table off the short rail.
Yeah. That's it. Get out of here, 12 ball. Yeah, really well done. Joanne Ashton getting the job done. Adds 1 on the ticker for Whiskey Sticks about halfway through the match.
Yeah, it was looking like that was going to happen after Steve missed that 15 up in the corner. We could kind of see that one coming. That's the problem when you play one of these A players and you've cleared all your junk out of the way for them. And
yeah. Well, and you got to be cognizant of that, especially with Joanne Ashton being your opponent. 9 out of 10, if you leave her an open table, you're not going to come back.
Yeah, you're getting a spanking.
Yeah.
Should have put some scoreboards up, the little flip boards, so that
I
we could
agree.
see what other tables where they're at.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious to find out, like, is this just a particularly slower match, or are they all going to take this long?
Yeah.
Right? Because I would suspect if they're all going to take this long, we started at 10, it's almost noon. I don't know how much time they've allotted in a race to 9.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to figure 2.5 hours, and there are how many teams?
Yeah. 30 odd.
Yeah.
So,
And it's double elimination.
Yeah, we could be here till November.
I might be doing commentating for the rest of my life. And when I say I mean we.
Oh, one of my favorite breaks. Make a ball, get behind the pack, and have nothing.
Hey, I'm the master
Love
at
it.
this one.
Yeah.
I got this one on lock. I definitely have this one in my bag. In me bag of tricks. So I think I'm taking the 6 ball and I'm going to put a little pace into it. And I call the combo on the 2.
Yeah.
Because the 2's a hanger. And I'm going to try to rearrange the furniture a little bit.
I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, that's a great call. And if it's still, I don't think he's established yet, so he could combo the 13 onto the 2 as well to do the same thing. So
yeah.
Oh, he's going the other way.
Interesting.
Yeah. I guess he'll chop the 15 and draw into that pack like a straight pool breakout, but
I don't know if there's a future in it, though.
I don't think so either. And I don't ever like breaking into the pack on the same side that's going to push the 8 ball anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and all it's going to do is push that entire pack in the same direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, well, he's got another plan up his sleeve.
Well, this is not. I don't think what he was going for. He's going to get to the 10, I think.
Yeah, he might
but
have the 10.
Definitely not what he was. What the blueprint was called for.
Yeah, and this is a funny angle to be going off the short rail to punch into that pack.
Yeah. So do you take the 10 and draw with right, come 2 rails out, avoid the 3 to give yourself angle on the 9?
I agree to that, yeah.
To hopefully rearrange the furniture in your favor?
And the other thing we haven't taken into consideration is maybe he doesn't have to move that pack. Maybe that 12 ball goes past the 8 and 3 into that bottom corner.
15 ball?
Or the 15 ball, whatever that is in between the 7 and 4
Looking
there.
live, I'm going to say probably not. I think that's why he was looking to get on the 9 on this shot and just overran it. No risk, no reward, as Alton says. And I think at this point, depending on, of course, how much of the 10 he can see, I'm assuming he can see enough to make it. I'm drawing 2 rails, right hand, avoid the 3, get my angle on the 9, right?
Well,
come back up on top of the 7, get my angle on the 9. He went into it.
Yeah, he went insides, and that was...
Oh, it'll work.
You know, he got so lucky getting that reverse angle on the 9.
Completely did.
Because
I don't think that 15 goes.
No.
I think the 8's still in the way.
And he would have been dead in the water over on that rail behind the 6. So
yeah.
But
now, even still, there is no guarantee of shape on the 15 ball. Right?
No.
You're definitely going into it, but it's a little bit of a hit and hope. Oh,
it did go.
It did go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, that tells you how much I know. Derek says our match took 45 minutes. Wow.
That's a quickin'.
That's pretty quick. Well, that tells me the 8 goes.
Yep.
Micah Boo.
Nothing to do for Micah Boo.
Look at this guy finding his way through.
Nice out, sir.
From the start, actually from about that 10, 15, 9, 8 that he had left, I wouldn't have put him as a favorite to get out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made him a favorite to get out either.
But Micah Boo doing Micah Boo things and finds his way.
Indeed.
Miss Ashton back at the table.
That's a tight match here.
It is.
I'm
neck and neck the whole way.
Minus Derek's comment about, winning in 45 minutes. That one was a one-sided match either way, but I'm going to assume that most matches are going to be fairly close today. Everyone's kind of,
well, especially
very
when
evenly
you're
matched.
putting a Fargo cap, can't go over this, and then you're doing the game in hand.
Yeah.
You're right, 1, 2, or 3. I would tend to think that you're 100% correct.
We got a tough start. We're playing Ben Francis's team to start.
Oh,
so,
fun!
yeah.
It's amazing that when you play those, Ben Francis, Joe Spence, Stevens, just the name alone, because you know their skill.
Yep.
Just the name alone, and you're going, man.
Little intimidated.
Yeah, of course.
But I brought some of that itching powder. I'm going to throw down his shorts the first time he bends over. And
nice break. Dang, she squat the rock. She
Yeah.
didn't get a ball down, but she squatted the rock nice.
See if I can't
Oh,
get
maybe
us
she
a
did,
little
but
bit of an edge. Did
Maybe she did get a ball.
No?
I didn't see a ball go.
No, neither did I. Looks like it might have been a high ball.
Low ball. 2, 4. Oh, maybe you're right. 2, 4, 6. Yes.
Yeah, we're missing the 9 ball there.
Good call, sir. Very good call.
And she's wide open for the high balls, too. This is not bad at all for Joe. The 11 goes in the corner past the 7. The 8 looks like it'll pass the 3. Only real trouble ball is the 15 ball closest to the rail here, but
Does that go? No. I was going to say, does it go into the side? Probably not.
that's a pretty tight angle.
3 ball. Is she going to break into the 5-1 here? Or into the 7? Yeah, rearranges the 5. Or the 1, I should say.
Not the worst outcome, but I think she's made that 7 ball, though. Like, I think I would have probably gone into that if I'm going into anything.
Mm-hmm. 7 might now play off the 10 ball.
Oh, true. The 10 ball does make that pocket a little wider.
But it's getting there, right? The angle that she's going to need to pot the 5 ball, I don't know if she can hold. Maybe she breaks it out.
Yeah, I mean, she might go into the 7 ball
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Off the 5 ball. Take the 4, shape the 5. Now you've got the angle. Now you can take into the 7.
Yep.
Very smart, Joanne Ashton.
That's exactly what she's looking at.
Took me a minute to catch what you were doing, but
We're smelling what you're selling now, Joe.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, no risk of the 8 going anywhere.
Nope. And if she gets the 11 even dead thick, she'll have the 2 ball. Like, no problems here. I like this.
Yeah, very well thought through. That's good. That'll
Yeah.
work.
That opened it up enough.
Yep. 1 leads her to the 7. It's a matter of getting there.
And it's nice, too, because if she gets straight on the 7, it's just a roll through and she's
That's
on
it.
the 8 in the corner. Not
That's
a
it.
problem. That's what she's looking at now. She just wants to make sure she leaves herself the right angle to get from the 6-2 to the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to be on the left side of center of the 2 ball. Right? Taking that 2 ball into that bottom right. You want to be the left side of center.
100%.
Not sure if people understand what I'm talking about when I say that. That's why I keep pointing to the screen
Right.
and showing you.
I get it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to end up straight. She's going to end up straight.
She may have to go 7 to the 1
Yeah,
here
7
now.
to the 1 now is the plan, I would think.
Is that Kate's little guy?
Yeah.
Look at the hair on him.
I know, right?
Wow. Curly, spirally locks of gold. It's like a European soccer player.
Yeah, that's the shot now, Joe. Straight follow through. Give yourself, again, left of center on the 7. Give yourself some angle. Angle?
Angle.
That's a new one. Where'd that come from?
That's a good word, though. I like it.
I do too. I'm not sure where it's applicable, but I like the word.
Pissed at my barbecue, a mangrel.
I'm mad I didn't get shape. Yeah, I don't know whether that works or not.
Yeah, angry at the angle. I love it.
That's
Angle.
Yeah.
That's going into the
I'm
repertoire.
angry at the angle that I played, so I am angle.
This will work too. She's just going to make sure I think you want to put just like a hair of insides on this ball, like not even a half tip, just to make sure you straighten out and either jam on that high ball or get to the inside of it for the 1.
And I actually might hit it with a touch over pace, just in case I connect with, I think it's the 15 ball.
Yeah, I would agree. That's what she's doing. She's aiming to the inside of that ball. And you don't want too much because that sucker will take off on the rail.
Yeah, so a little bit overpaced, hit perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Now watch how she hits this ball, because a lot of people tend to just touch it and roll it. Joe will get through the cue ball here.
Yeah. She is so good at these little touch shots.
Yeah, just absolutely perfect.
How do you hit it? Whiskey Sticks picking up another there, blow for blow here.
This is awesome. Good match to start with, back and forth.
Forth and back.
That as well. That too.
Apropos.
Yes, Squid Pro Row.
All right, Kyle. Mr. Ashmore.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
The first time I met him, I was betting that he was voted most likely to climb a bell tower, but he is a super dude.
He really is.
He's just so quiet. You never
he's
know
like
what
a
you're
church
gonna
mouse.
get.
Yeah.
And it's always the quiet ones you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a great dude. Great player, too.
And just quick. His stroke is back and forwards like lightning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wastes no time.
How do you guys feel about becoming the 51st state?
I'm all for it as long as we keep our free health care.
Well, I am for it. Just the western side of Canada, I think, would be more applicable to become the 51st state.
Yeah, I would absolutely love it. Now, that's not to say that the next gentleman or woman that runs our country doesn't fix some of the mess that the current government, in my opinion, made.
Yes. Which is a touchy subject.
Yeah, so we're not even going to get deep into that. But
nope, we don't do politics on the live stream for sure. However,
but I sure would like to get paid in American dollars.
I would not mind that at all. Right, but I think there's some good advantages. There's some potential disadvantages.
There's pros and cons with
Yeah.
everything, right? Yeah, for sure. But
I would agree. And I think most of Western Canada also would feel the same.
yeah,
Right?
I agree.
Where we feel it would be applicable for us to become the 51st state. But the last political side of this that I'll say is I think that's third on the pecking list. I think potentially Panama, Greenland, those are two things that need to be dealt with first.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I say we auction our state off. Let's see who the highest bidder is.
Yeah.
What do we get?
Right. Right.
End up the second state of Iceland or something like that.
Let's just go for Switzerland status.
Yeah.
We are a country unto our own.
What's up, fellas?
Uh-oh.
Jesse
Uh-oh.
Farhat in the booth.
Farhat's in the fish bowl.
Here? Yeah, right.
You mean darn rights.
Yeah, we don't have
There's
Jesse
a
mic'd
no
up.
language barrier.
Yeah, we don't have Jesse mic'd up, but
we don't.
English isn't my first language.
Oh, that's right.
Listen to this guy.
Right.
Listen to this guy.
Sorry, that's how I was taught.
That's all good. It's all good.
yeah, he's originally from Uganda, I think, but
It is. Uganda.
Uganda, watch your mouth, man.
Why, there kids listening? Or?
There might be.
It is a family show.
We are a family
Jesse
show.
Farhat.
Oh,
Did you guys play already?
yeah, we got crushed.
Oh,
9-0.
that must have
That
been the
must have
40-minute
been
match.
Derek Moore.
Yep,
yeah.
there you go. That was
Okay,
the
well then-
40-minute
They
match.
missed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackie shot unbelievable too.
Wow. We do love our pool, Alton. No question about it. Look at this. Kyle getting down to business.
Say hi.
All right,
I'll
brother.
go on there later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on. You know, I'll be good. I won't be.
Oh, I know you will be, because you know I'm here.
Oh. Just don't listen the whole time. Right?
Wow, Kyle Ashmore bringing it.
There's the answer back.
Yeah.
Joe, you think you're going to run out?
Yeah,
Anything
watch.
you can do, I can do better.
That's right. Watch me do and reciprocate. Peter Chason stepping up. It is now a race to 3 for both teams. But based on how this match has gone, I would suspect Hill is probably in order.
I would imagine. This is a tough match for Peter. He's going to want to be careful here playing Mikey.
Yeah, this one's kind of an important one, right? It's quick race to 3, so
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little softer break from Peter here. He does it against me in league night. He'll break a little softer and kind of make me work at it a little more.
mm-hmm.
Or might just go full tilt here and try to get himself an ERO.
It looks like Bev Ashton just walked in, I think. Because I think Joe is over here somewhere.
Yep. Very nice controlled break there. Beautiful.
Wow. Did he make a ball?
He sure
4,
did.
6, 7.
Made the 4 ball.
Yep.
And I kind of like the low ball here. I mean, even though the 2 is jammed up a little bit.
Yeah, Kyle's on whiskey sticks. Is he not? That's a good catch. So it's actually 7-5
Yes.
for whiskey sticks. Good catch. Good catch.
Thanks, Chris.
Indeed.
Told you. Mine goes first. Oh, that was a little unfortunate.
Well, I mean, listen, Peter's got the chance to put his team on the hill.
Yeah, take a little time here. I don't hate just chopping off this 3 and going right in behind the 9-10. You work this out.
Or you just punch it
Okay.
in and do that.
That's
and
a
break out
gold
the
medal
two.
shot right there.
Yeah. Only problem is 8-ball's still going to be a problem.
Does it not pass the 10, you don't think? Looks pretty tight, eh?
Yeah, I don't think it goes. Not past. You'll have to find a way to get underneath or set yourself for the bank.
Yeah, where the cue ball is now, it'd be perfect to bank it back across.
Yep.
We got Dennis Porth Jr. walking around the room, another fantastic bar box player.
Indeed.
If you guys are kind of out that way towards the High River area, stop in and see him over at Sticks and Bones.
Yes, Mark Smith is in the house. Affectionately known as Smitty.
Yeah. And we got Mark Vinogradov in here, also known as Vino.
Vinobot. Lloyd Anderson's in the house.
Yeah, did you see that clock that Lloyd made
Yeah,
that
I
he's
sure
donated
did.
for the
Yeah.
prizes?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Peter is finding his way around this table quite
He
nicely
sure
here.
is.
He's kind of getting a few jelly rolls here and there,
Well, hey, it works. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Take the 2, Peter. 2,
Can't-
7, 6, 8.
can't win pool without a little bit of luck from time to time.
Yep, it's almost a requirement. Unless you're Ko Pen Chung against the Lucius Yap and you run the full set
Yeah,
and
that-
never miss a ball.
Disgusting.
Wasn't that amazing?
Oh, my goodness. It's not very often you see that, and I mean,
Especially in a finals match
Right.
for a title.
unreal.
Who does that? Who and how?
Yeah. I mean, it's incredible.
Right? And what do you do if you're a Lucius? You're sitting there the entire match.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'd suspect it was a race to 11, I believe. On rack 10, you're just hoping, you know what, just finish it off.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Don't give me a shot now.
At that point,
I've sat here for an hour and not shot a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Just run the rack. Finish it out, which of course he did.
And I mean, who wants to run into either of the Ko brothers in any event? You know?
Especially knowing they have that type of skill.
Yeah, they just firepower on demand.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a little unlucky. Oh, he kind of got lucky
Well,
as well with
I
tying up
mean,
that high ball.
Yeah, he'll take second place prize, being that he's now tied up the 10 ball, stuffed the 6 into a corner.
And Mike knew it right away. He kind of gave his head a little cock as he came to the table there and thinking, oh, now what do I do? I got some work to do.
Yeah, right. Great commentators. You two are hilarious and have good knowledge of pool. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. I've been at this now for a little bit, and Ryan's just a natural.
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, listen, you put Ryan in a role or a position where he's got to talk, he's your man.
Yeah, I do tend to get
You got
going.
the gift of the gab,
Thanks, brother.
right? Which works well because I also have that gift
Yeah.
of the gab.
And I love doing this. It's so much fun being in here with you.
Yeah. Well, you're more than welcome at any point in time.
Thanks, my
And
man.
in fact, let's just say you're hired. You're in.
All right, perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
So if I'm here,
I'm
you're here.
I'm good to go.
There you go.
On that note, have a good day. No,
Yeah. Yeah, nice safety there from Mike. Smart shot.
yeah, what do you do?
Well, if I'm Peter at the table, I'm going to take the 14. I'm stuffing it right up on top of the 8 ball. I'm not even going to bother trying. I'm just going to make. You want to make it hard for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to stuff that 14 onto the 8. Right? I'm not even going to bother trying to hit it. Why would I break it out for you?
Exactly.
Right? Look at this, though. Oh, so close. Right? Because now he's got ball in hand. Those 2 balls are down at the table. He can break into the 10, pushes everything out, and he's wide open. If the 14 was sitting on top of the 10,
Can't do
it
that.
holds the 10 there.
And the crazy thing is, you know, he can jam this really good on Peter now. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, opens it up. But does the 10 go?
it's
Did he
hard to
open it up
tell.
enough? And did he put himself in jail?
I think he's put himself in prison here. I don't know if the 10 passes the 2.
We might have to see another safety out of Mr. Abu here.
Yeah.
Using the 12.
I'm certainly don't like, you know, chopping this ball up to the top corner there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, of course that's 100% true. I wasn't saying it for no reason. I do like what Mike was thinking here, right? Use the 10 ball, get it out of trouble, draw off the rail, and use the 8 to hide the 2. I love the thought. He's not going to do it, but I like the thought process.
Just simple,
right? Because then it alleviates your issues, solves the problem while you're playing safe.
Yep.
Right? Which is the whole object of playing safe. Right? If you're going to play a safe, solve a problem on the table.
100%. I might take the intentional foul here again and
Yeah.
rub the 8 and push the 10 back
That's
onto
it.
my 2.
That's it. Right? You almost have to split the difference. Right? Because I want that 8 ball on the rail too.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So I'm going to almost back cut the 8 ball and have the 8 cut the 10 into the 2.
Come on. He went, he called the corner, not the side. He thought he was going to get behind that 2 ball and kick it up table, but he kicked it into the side pocket and comes back and breaks the 8 out.
And puts...
He's got his hands in the air. He's like, I didn't see that.
But he still gets second place prize, right? 10 ball is still an issue.
Yeah, it is still an issue. And he does not have the ball in hand. So
he has 13, so I would tend to think he's probably going to play 13, 11, 14, 12 ball, break the 8.
Yeah, kind of work his way back up.
Mm-hmm. He may even go back down right away. I don't think he will, but I think you're saving this breakout for the last ball, which typically you don't want to do.
Yeah, you know what? I probably wouldn't even shoot at this 11 ball here. I'm playing a safety because I don't think Peter can kick off that the long rail. He'd have to go on the short rail, which the 12's in the way. And if I can get myself a ball in hand on that 10 ball, I'd be very happy about it.
Well, and so with Mike attempting, we'll see if he plays safe. Yeah, okay. So this is potentially solving the issue. Even if Peter hits good, he now has the 11, right, to use as the breakout for the 10. But the issue of playing safe and solving an issue, he wants Peter to move the 8.
Yeah.
I know this if I'm Peter.
Yep.
I'm taking the 11. I'm just going to chip it onto the 10.
And tie all 3 up again.
Or all of them.
Yep.
I'm never going to give up the ghost.
No, 100%.
Right? Now you're playing it back at him.
Yep.
Right? Now you're solving the issue on the table. And your issue is you got no shot on the 8. There's no sense in trying to hit it. There's nothing good will come
Nothing
from
good
it.
was going to ever happen from that. Yeah.
And to Mike's credit, played the right safe at the right time.
Yep.
Now he's got ball in hand and a wide open table.
I wouldn't bet against him to not get out here, that's for sure.
No. With a player like Mike Abu, this is pretty much done. This will put one back on the scoreboard side for...
Unless he freezes.
Mike.
Oh, my life.
Yeah,
If
that
he freezes
was
to the backside of that 10.
That could have been close. That ball just kept on rolling.
Yeah, he was not expecting to get there, that's for sure. He is not in love with where he's left himself.
It'll still work.
Yep.
Right? It's really not going to be an issue for him. Because I think he naturally... Okay.
I was going to
that
say
tells
he's going
me
to
he
have
had a ton of angle.
Yeah, I was going to say he's going to have to round the world this ball. I don't think he can hold.
Wow, for a player like Mike, around the world's not going to really pose any issues for him. I thought he had way less angle than what he did.
He didn't come up ideal here either.
No. This is probably
Gotta
the
watch that
biggest
side pocket.
challenge. He might actually play into the 8. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had to put a little draw on that.
He sure did. Yeah, he hit that really, really well. Nice little touch shot.
And still not over yet because this is a scratch on the corner or the 2 rails to the side too if he pumps it. So
you see him glance back at the,
yeah.
at the cue ball. Where are you going?
Yeah.
Great match to watch indeed, making my day at work go by much smoother. That's what we're here for, Tyler. Our job, at least in my opinion, right? Our job as commentators, it's not just to talk about pool and tell you what shot's coming. Thankfully, we get 8 ball, so there's a lot of different patterns and options that you can choose, and a lot that we can talk about. But the ideal position or job of a commentator, in my opinion, is to take you from wherever you are in whatever you're doing and bring you into our world.
Yeah,
That's our job.
agreed. And it's fun.
Yeah. And to have a little fun while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right? But I have been known, and if you've watched Q Sports Live for any amount of time, I have been known to go on a few tangents here and there. Sometimes, yeah, I know, right? Sometimes I might overdo it. So I will make, and I've been told this, I will make a conscious effort. I'm still going to be me.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I still have stories to tell and things I want to say. But I will make a conscious effort to curtail the long-winded tangents that I have and sometimes go on.
Well, we got Mr. Danny Gombach in front of the booth. It's nice to see a smile on his face.
Absolutely.
Because there's been a lot of frowns lately. But
yeah, I agree. Well, and you got to know that it makes you feel good to know the community's got your back.
Yeah. See a lot of people giving hugs to him and Kate, you know. Just awesome. And that's the main reason we're here today. The tournament's just a, little cherry on top. Who cares who wins it? Who cares who's, whatever happens. But yeah, we're all here for Kate and Danny today. So
yeah. Will Leather Pocket ever have Joe Rogan in the room to play? He's pretty good at pool. He is very good. He holds and shoots really well. If you've never seen Joe Rogan do his Earl Strickland impression, Google it, watch it. It is flippin' hilarious.
Who's got a Joe Rogan story from recent? This guy.
You do?
Yeah, I sold Joe Rogan my Zen Holy Cross cue just before Christmas.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I certainly did.
You did not.
I certainly did, and I actually called him a scam artist to start the whole process off because he sent me his link asking me questions about it through a Facebook page that he had no knowledge existed from probably 20 years ago kind of thing, like right when Facebook first started.
Yes.
And it said he had 543 followers. So I was like,
oh
yeah,
my
right,
God.
you do, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
So calling him a scam artist and all sorts of things. And in the end, we FaceTimed. And, I ended up with egg on my face. And it really was him. And he sent me some videos of him at his comedy club there. And, yeah, it was pretty cool. So, yeah, they got delivered just before Christmas. On the morning of the 24th, they got delivered to his house. And,
wow.
And I got a text from him saying that he absolutely loved the cue. It was exactly what he's been looking for the last couple of years. So there's my Rogan story.
That's a pretty cool story, man.
Right?
Because I would have been the same. Yeah. This is not Joe, unfortunately, buddy. I appreciate the message, but 543 followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I would have handled that the same way.
Yeah,
cool story.
It was very cool.
So to answer the question, would Joe ever come? Probably not. His appearance fee is rather large, we'll say. There is talks of getting Efren. There's talks of Federgorst.
Yeah.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
And Russ was telling me, I didn't hear it yet, but he had some David gentleman on his podcast on the 27th, and I guess he touched on it, buying the cue from the Crazy Canadian or something. Yeah, so I haven't heard it yet. I haven't looked for it yet, but Russ Whittle was telling me about it, so I'm going to have to look that up.
So am I, because I want to see if he said, this Crazy Canadian called me a scammer. And
I'm so glad he didn't call me an a-hole live or something, because I certainly probably came across as one.
That is pretty cool, dude.
But when you're selling a $20,000 cue, the last thing I want is to ship it to someone that doesn't send me any money.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I should have said yes. I should have.
Yeah, we definitely.
We can hear every word you're talking about.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't be talking about that.
Yeah, John Ditto's in front of the booth here. He turns around like with a kind of worried look on his face and goes, "Can you guys hear my voice out here?" Yeah, we should have messed with him.
I totally should have.
Are they taking a little TV timeout here? Washroom break?
No, Kyle's at the table waiting for Bonnie
to
get finished in her shot.
Oh, it looks like my teammates are making their way over to a table. I may have to excuse myself.
Of course.
I might have a match coming up. So
Indeed.
I will jump back on with you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Hope,
Appreciate you sitting in for the time that you did.
No worries, and I hope everyone out there in CSI land is enjoying. And,
CSL land?
Or CSL.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. It's a Freudian slip.
Yep. I had one this morning with the wife, too, at breakfast. I meant to say, can you pass me the toast? And it came out, you ruined my life. It was horrible, but anyway, we'll talk to you in a bit.
Oh, God, Ryan. Oh, man, I love it. What a guy, what a character. Looking forward to more. It's too funny. All right, Kyle. Let's get it done here. I can't quite tell if he's got full hit on the 13 here. Looks like he does. But then do you want to play forward a touch and back cut 8 into the top left-hand corner? Or do you want to try to draw out? Oh, you could go forward maybe 2 rails out and have the 8 to the top right as well. Yeah, it looks like he might go forward 2. Yeah, that's good. That'll do. Into the side pocket with you. Kyle Ashmore putting whiskey sticks on the hill. Can we see the Canadian that sold the Q play on TV? Potentially, as things kind of progress throughout the day. We don't get to choose who plays on what and where as far as the tournament goes. We'll stream anybody. That'll all be up to the tournament directors as to who plays on here. And I think it's just on kind of an auto play, auto fill. Whenever the table's available, the next teams come up, and whoever that is, that's the ones we get to stream. I'm not sure who is. Peter Chason has the opportunity to win it for his team for Whiskey Sticks. I missed which Joe he sold a Q to. Mr. Joe Rogan. Any chance Dayton and Ashmore Scotch match can be streamed on Sunday? That I'm not sure. Depends on the who's, what's, when's, where's, and why's. Our main for this weekend is kind of split between this event being that it's a fundraiser for Kate, but obviously still wanting to provide some coverage of Alex and Bustamante. I'm just a man on the mic. I don't really make decisions. I just get to sit here and talk a lot. But if there is a will, if there is a way, we'll make it happen. So pretty decent table, I would say, for high ball, 14 being the tricky one. If you're going to go low ball, obviously the 6 ball, maybe the 7 ball, depending whether the 7 splits between 9, 15. Those are going to be the big issues on the table. The other big issue for low ball is the 3. Shaping that could get a little tricky. You might be able to use the 4 to get there. It will go past the 13. So a few issues on either side of the coin, really up to the shooter as to which set he wants to take. I tend to think high ball, even though the 14's in a tricky spot. You've got the 15 to help you get there, maybe even break into the 9. I think the 15 might play off the 9 depending on the angles. So I think the higher percentage would be high ball. But we'll see. See which way Mr. Legg decides to play it. Tries the combo to start. Rearranges the furniture. Now, if he's locked to the 14 and got away with it, Peter may have no other shot on a high ball and will be forced to take low ball. I can't quite tell if he's in on the 9 ball. He may have the option to play the cue ball off the 15. A little bit of right-hand spin, connect with the rail and play the 9 ball. Try to play the carom. But again, that's if he is married to the 14. And it looks like he's going straight at it, so no issues there. Kind of stick around for the 15 top left-hand corner. Or not. Can leave it. I think the only play he's got from this point is going to be the 11 ball. 11 ball past 13, bottom left-hand corner. Does have to be a little bit careful on that shot because of the side pocket. Well, and I think Mr. Legg here has every opportunity, the way the table sits, to keep themselves in the game, into the match. 3 off the 11, might even go clean. Off the 11 it is. Richard Daigle in the house, also from Edmonton. Just saw him walk by. Chris Demers is here. I'll tell you what, if you're in the area, come on down, Leather Pocket. Gary Kirkland in the house. Sean Belikowski in the house. Good heavens. Everybody is here. Phil Taranjo also here. So if you're in the area, come on down. Paul Richens. Everybody is here. If you're in the area, come on down. Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So 6 ball really the only issue I see here, but I do believe he's got enough underneath to make that 6 into the top right-hand corner as it sits. He's got to hold this. Might put a little bit of left-hand spin on this. Just a touch. Might have come a little too high now for that 6 ball. But he still has options. No need to panic as of yet. Take the 5 ball, try to set yourself on the 7 with the angle to get back down for the 6. I think he might have drawn down just to get into the 6. The one thing you got to be careful of here is when you take the 6, you don't want to hit the 15 on the way out and push that to the side rail. That's going to take away the pocket for the 8. Right, so if you can minimize the cut angle going in, you'll avoid that 15 ball. So get farther down the table. Okay, so we'll see. Needs to really avoid that 15 ball. Executed that fairly well. Gonna have a combo here, I believe. I don't think he can get into that 2 ball. And unfortunately, that's going to leave the 7 ball kind of out in the open. And pushed a little bit down table. So just a nice pocket weight shot, nothing but tops on the cue ball. You should have the 7 sit and be good to take to the top left-hand corner. But you want your cue ball. Now you overhit there a little bit. Got away with it. A little bit more of a cut here on the 8 than I think he wanted, but should be able to handle this, no problem. Indeed he does, keeping himself alive. And Yalu, I agree. Great cause for Danny and Kate. It is the fundraiser for Kate. Obviously she is the wife of Danny Gombach, one of the staples in the Calgary pool scene. Battle in the Big C, so obviously the Calgary pool scene, we are going to band together. It's a fundraiser for Kate, so there is all kinds of things going on. You got 50-50 raffles, there's all kinds of products that are going to be raffled off, overnight stays in hotels and ski trips and all kinds of things. So if you're in the area, come on down. And thank you for the compliment as well. Mike Abou looking to put you, me, and Mike Abou on the hill as well. And how fitting would that be? Right, this thing has gone pretty much neck and neck the whole way. I think it would be very fitting for this to go hill-hill. Mike Abou and Joanne Ashton about to do the battle. Mike needs a ball. 15 did not find its way in. It certainly wiped its feet at the door. Couldn't find its way in. This will bring Joanne to the table. Few issues on the table depending on which ball you take. Take low ball. 1 ball's an issue, 3's an issue. If you take high ball, 14, 11, possibly the 12. 10 ball could also become an issue. Tricky no matter what way. I think I might go low ball here. Right, if I can get to the left side of the 1, it goes to the bottom right. That puts the 3 into the right side pocket. 6 ball certainly going to be a little bit of trouble, but You can use the 3 to get to that. Solve that equation. It's a matter of how do you get there. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Thank you, Elaine. So Elaine just asking how I was doing. I'm doing well, doing amazing. Can't really complain. I mean, I could, but nobody really wants to hear that. A little bit overhit potential here for Joanne. We'll see whether she sticks with the plan, takes the 1 ball, or if she's going to try to take this 3 ball out instead. Looks like the 1 ball. That tells me she's going to attempt to get into this 10 ball, I believe. Is there a way for viewers to donate? Says the Dodsons. I'll create one if there are those that do want to. It depends, I guess, where you're located. If you're in Canada, it's fairly simple. I can just give you an email address. If you're in the U.S., I'll see if I can get a hold of a PayPal address that you could send it to. And believe me, massively, massively appreciated. It is certainly not required of our viewers to donate. All of our streams are always free. Everything that we do is free to view. However, if you do want to donate, I'll make a way for that to happen. And so very appreciated. The big fight against cancer is it's no joke, as we all know. I'm sure we're all connected to somebody who's either fighting it or has fought with it. Look at this. Ugh. What an attempt. Very, very smart shot there as well. If she didn't make it, Micah Boo still in tough. Got to find a way to solve the riddle and the issue of the 11 and the 14. Even the 12 ball, right? It's a little bit troublesome. So we'll see which way he wants to try to solve the issue. I'm fairly certain the only starting shot on the table, as far as I'm concerned, is the 13 ball. Is there an argument for a bank on 14? Potentially, I guess. Being that you're hampered by the 10, I would tend to think that is not an option at this point. I think you'll more or less save that for the end of the rack if you don't find a way to get underneath. Or to break those out. That might be an option then. But you let me know. So the handle is the Dodsons on YouTube. Let me know if you are in Canada or the U.S. and I can let you know either an email address or I will find a PayPal. Trying to solve the issue here. So is there argument, I guess, for Mike to take the 11 and just make the 7, being the 6 is there? Try to take over the pocket? Does the 12 pass between the 5-8 into the top right-hand corner? It sure does. What a shot. What a shot. Very, very smart. Very well done. Played it to perfection. We'll see whether he takes the 11, uses the 2 to stop, or if he's going to stretch out and take the 14. I kind of like the 11. I know on camera it looks like a lot more angle than what it actually is. I'm looking live. It's not terrible. He could take the 11, draw with some bottom right, and get back into that side rail, back out, and I think he'd sit perfect. Could use the 2 here as well, just play straight through. Yeah, well done. Well done. He doesn't like it because he thinks the 2's taken away the shot on the 8 for the side. I think it's still there, and even if it did, you're going to have 5 other pockets to choose from as to where you want to put that 8 ball. Yeah, I think he's just going to roll through this 8 into that left side pocket past the 2 ball, and we're going to go hill battle. What a way to start. Been a long match, but it's been back and forth, blow for blow. Yeah, nice little shot there. There he is, Mr. Micaboo getting the job done. Hill action. Yeah, nice little shot by pushing that and making that 7 ball. So being we are midday Saturday, what's everybody got planned for the day other than sitting on Q Sports Live, watching, listening? Are you at work, out playing pool? Amazing. Yeah, you're 100% correct. So just so everybody on Facebook understands the Dodson's handle on YouTube with the comment, yes, I'm in Canada. Figured Figured we as a pool family have all suffered from someone lost due to the Big C. Any battle against it is a worthy cause. Appreciate your free streams and bringing awareness. Awesome. Awesome. So in Canada, if you do want to donate, again, not a prerequisite at all, not a requirement at all. If you do want to donate, I'll give you an email address. It is D, E as in Edward, D as in dog. So DEDIK, the number 8, D as in dog, at gmail.com. So it says dedicated, DEDIK 8D at gmail.com. And I'll make sure that 100% of whatever you send, that will go to them. All right, we have hill action, and it is muddy. The table is muddy. Lots of trouble. This might even be a foul. Lucky he got a rail. He's getting ribbed from across the room. So this one might take a little bit to get through. That is for sure. All right, so Adam is on low ball. Peter on high ball, and there are numerous challenges here. I think I might actually take the 9 ball first, 9 into the right side, see if I can't chip a few of those into a better position. Found its way in. He used the entire pocket. Not sure whether 9 passes the 6. It looks like it might. But he has a host of issues here. The 14, 10, 15 on 11. All in Nowheresville. Yeah, tough to even kind of see really what to do. Even if you take the 9 ball, if that passes the 6, what do you do afterwards? I mean, maybe you take the 9 ball, you draw a touch, use the 14, take out the 7. It will still give him the 6 and the 1. Kind of hit and hope, I guess, on him getting to the 2 ball. So I think here I'm just going to chip off the 9 ball. I'm going to send this up table towards the 1 ball, where the 1 ball is, that side, or that end of the table. I'm not going to try to mess around. I'm just going to leave the 4 ball buried in there and let my opponent worry about it. Rearranged the furniture a little bit. So we'll see if Adam has a way of getting out here. Typically these balls that are kind of hung up in the pocket into the jaws do get a little bit tricky. You kind of have one thing in mind, or one thing that you want to accomplish, and because of where that ball sits, it does make it more challenging than what you'd think, and I think we just saw an example of exactly that. They do get a little bit tricky. It's a good hit. However, 2 is now also not in great position. So what do you do if you're Peter? Chip off. Nah, I don't like chipping off the 11. That just puts you into the 10 or the 2, and that breaks that ball out. Yeah, I like this. I think this is a smart shot. Kick one rail and either get into the 10 or the 14. Hopefully the 14. Yeah, perfect. Right now, Adam's got a choice to make. If he can see the 2-ball, he can play 2-ball off the rail first, back cut the 7 in. That might be the shot. The issue, however, it's still the 4-ball. I'm not sure if the 4-ball, if you can get underneath it, does the 4 split between the 8 and 11 and go down to the bottom right-hand corner. Or is he just straight playing safe? Perhaps a little bit of a two-way, knowing 7-ball was always going to take over that pocket or stay in that pocket. 14, 10, 15, and 11 all hampered by that 7-ball. And is a little bit on the high side to cut the 9 in. Looks like he might be taking the 7-ball out of the equation. So I like it. It has tied up the 8-ball, so he kept the 10-ball in play. However, Adam has really everything in the open here, with exception to a home for the 8-ball. 8-ball will pass to the right-hand side pocket. Not sure whether that's available to get to, however. Do you try to break it out right here, right now, using the 4-ball? 2 will go to the right side pocket. Kind of got to rearrange the furniture where the 8-ball is, given that the 2-ball is going to be your out ball. No, under hit. So we must have a plan somewhere. Must have a plan for that 8-ball. Not sure if it banks. Does it bank past the 11 into that right side pocket? Tries to push through it. Well, probably see just a touch safe here. Just roll the 8 into the side rail, leave the cue ball kind of stuck right there behind the 11. Looks like he's trying to find some kind of an offensive shot, and I'm not sure there is one. Yep. Arrives at the conclusion of just bumping the 8 to the rail. And I don't really think there was a better option there, same as with what Peter's doing here. Needs to get a rail though, Peter. It is a foul. There is no rail. Does Adam see it? He doesn't see it. I'm sure that there was no rail there. He didn't see it. Very interesting. Still has to be careful here. Doesn't want to chip the 11 and get stuck. Kind of like that. Looks like he does have the 9. Just feather this one in. You'll be on to that 11. Not sure if the 14 passes, and the 11's kind of impeding that a little bit, but either which, make the 9 ball. You should have a shot on both the 11 and the 14. Second place prize. Ooh, did not miss that by much. Is he going to leave? Yeah, this should be all over here. Peter with the chance to close escrow on this match. 11 ball, 9 ball, 14-8. Well done. Tic-tac-toe from here. 9 ball, 14. Then the 8. Now, on this shot in particular, I wouldn't try to hold for shape. Forward, go 2 rails, halfway back across the table. Right? These are the ones that if you don't give it the full attention and with a little bit of power, these are the ones that typically intend to either skid, get mishit. However, handles it like a pro. He is dead locked, dead straight in on the 8 ball, no issues. There you have it. Whiskey Sticks coming out victorious over you, me, and Mike Aboo. Are you not supposed to tell your opponent if you fouled? There is some manner of speaking. Yes, it's the sportsmanlike thing to do. However, there is the other side of that coin that suggests that the opponent should be paying attention to his match and be watching. That being said, I'm not going to weigh in on it. It is, at the end of the day, a fun tournament. It's not a serious going to Vegas type of tournament. It is just a fundraiser event. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to do a quick shutdown restart. We will get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. On behalf of myself, Ryan Murray, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here in a few minutes with the next match, ready to rock and roll. We'll see you guys then.